Hello students, in this video you will find covalent bond and covalency. Let us see covalent bond. Covalent bond and covalency. What is covalent bond and covalency? First point, I am telling you point wise so that you can remember. First point, a force of attraction arising between two bonded atoms or combining atoms due to mutual sharing of electrons. Once again, a force of attraction between two atoms arising due to mutual sharing of one or more pairs of electrons between the atoms is called covalent bond. Second point, how is this bond formed? A chemical bond formed by mutual sharing of one or more pair of electrons between the atoms is called covalent bond, and the resulted molecule or the compound is called covalent molecule or covalent compound. Third point, remember. Third point, atoms undergoing chemical combination have 4 or more electron in their outermost shell. Like carbon has 4 electron in the outermost shell, and sulfur has 6 electron in the outermost shell. Phosphorus has 5 electron in the outermost shell, more than 4 or more than 4. Silicon has 4 electron in the outermost shell. Then non-metal atoms, non-metal element atoms have 4 or 5, 6, 7 electrons in their outermost shell. In order to attain a stable electronic configuration of 8 electron in the valence shell, energetically it is very difficult for these non-metal atoms to lose 4 or more electrons from outermost shell. Therefore, they undergo chemical combination by mutual sharing of electron to attain a stable or octet electronic configuration. I am going to tell you next point now. These atoms, when form covalent non-metallic atoms, when form covalent bond, then one criteria I told you, both the atoms are having incomplete octet, less than 8 electron in the outermost shell. Both the atoms which are combining, which are undergoing chemical combination by sharing of electrons, must have less than 8 electron in the outermost shell. Next point, chemical bond or covalent bond is formed by mutual sharing of similar or dissimilar atoms. Atoms may be of the same element or the combining atoms may be of different elements. Then we can say covalent bond is formed between similar or dissimilar atoms as a result of mutual sharing of electrons, one or more pair of electrons. Next point, the shared pair of electron between the atom become a common property when two atoms contribute electron to form a shared pair. Then shared pair of electron become a common property between the atoms, and both the atoms simultaneously attract the shared pair of electron and hence get bonded. Next point. Each atom contribute equal number of electron to form shared pair. Suppose one pair is there, then each combining atom will contribute one electron. If two shared pair is there, then each atom will contribute 2 electrons to form two shared pair of electrons between the atoms. Then it means both the combining atoms, means both the atoms which undergo chemical combination, they contribute equal number of electrons for sharing. Next point. Now, type of covalent bond. Now, first I am telling in this single covalent bond. Single covalent bond. Single covalent bond, type of bond. What is single covalent bond? A covalent bond formed by the sharing of only one pair of electrons. A covalent bond formed by the mutual sharing of only one pair of electrons is called single covalent bond. In this one pair shared electron, one electron is contributed by each atom. Once again, a covalent bond formed by mutual sharing of one pair of electron, in which each atom is contributing equal number of electron, means one electron each atom is contributing. This is a single covalent bond. Now, double covalent bond. Double covalent bond. A covalent bond formed by mutual sharing of two pair of electrons between the combining atoms, in which both the atoms, means each atom is contributing 2 electrons. Then total electron shared pair will have 4 electrons, and in these 4 electrons means there are 2 pairs. Once again, a covalent bond formed by mutual sharing of 2 pair of electron is called double covalent bond. Triple covalent bond. A covalent bond formed between the atoms by sharing of 3 pair of electrons, in which each atom is contributing 3 electrons. Such bond is called triple covalent bond. Now, I am going to tell covalency. What is covalency? The number of electrons contributed by each atom to form covalent bond is called covalency of that atom. Once again, the number of electrons which an atom contribute to form shared pair, to form covalent bond, is called its covalency. Now, next I am going to tell another type, polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond is a covalent bond which is not a true bond. This is not a true covalent bond. First I am telling you what is polar covalent bond. A covalent bond in which the shared electron pair is not distributed equally between the bonded atoms, between the combined atoms. Shared electron pair is not distributed equally. Or you can say shared electron pair is not in the middle of the two bonded atoms. Or shared electron pair is not at equal distance from the bonded atoms. If shared electron pair is not at equal distance from the each bonded atom, or shared electron pair is unequally distributed, not in the middle, then such covalent bond is called polar covalent bond. I am going to tell this example. Hydrogen and chlorine. Here hydrogen combines with chlorine, then chlorine electron I am representing by cross. Chlorine is completing 8 electron, hydrogen is completing 2 electron. But this electron is not equally distributed between the two. Hydrogen form bond with chlorine. One more thing I want to tell you, electronegativity. This is a property of element to attract the shared pair of electron towards its nucleus. It is called electronegativity. Electronegativity. Electronegativity, also you remember, this is very important. The tendency of an atom to attract the shared pair of electron towards its nucleus is called its electronegativity. An atom which attracts the shared pair of electron towards itself is more electronegative than the other which attract electron with less attractive force. More tendency, more electronegative. Less tendency to attract electron, less electronegative. Here chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. It attracts electron towards its nucleus more. This is why electron is slightly shifted towards the chlorine, developing a fractional negative charge on chlorine and fractional positive charge, fractional, partial, not complete, fractional charge on chlorine, fractional charge on hydrogen. Why? Because electron is more towards the chlorine. This is why here is negative, fractional negative charge, here is fractional positive charge. Then polar covalent bond is that covalent bond in which the shared electron pair is not in the middle, is not at equal distance from the each bonded atom, unequally distributed, and there is which develops a fractional charge on the atom. One is negative and another is fractional positive charge. This is not a true covalent bond because it has both character, covalent character and also ionic character. When these compounds dissolve in water, they split up into ions. This process is known as ionization. What is ionization? Breaking off, or you can say conversion of covalent compound into ions in its aqueous solution is called ionization. Covalent compounds, when dissolved in water, they split up into ions, they form ions. This process is called ionization. This fractional charge is converted into complete charge, resulting in the formation of ions in aqueous solution. Now, non-polar covalent bond. Non-polar covalent bond. This non-polar covalent bond, this is a true covalent bond. In this bond is formed between the similar atoms or the atoms in which there is zero electronegativity difference or very less electronegativity, zero difference of electronegativity. If this bond is formed between the atoms which have some difference in the electronegativity, one is more electronegative, another is less electronegative. And here non-polar covalent bond is bond between the similar atom, formed between the similar atom, having zero difference of electronegativity, both are same atom. This is why the bond is non-polar. Then you can define a covalent bond in which the shared electron pair is distributed equally between the bonded atom is called non-polar covalent bond. Or you can say the shared electron pair is at equal distance from each bonded atom, then this is a non-polar covalent bond. Shared electron pair is on the midway of the two, distributed equally between the bonded atom, at equal distance from each of the bonded atom, then such bond is non-polar covalent bond. This is a true covalent bond. And these covalent molecules generally do not dissolve in water. They do not form ions in their aqueous solution. This is about polar covalent bond. Example of polar covalent bond, I am giving some examples. Ammonia is a polar covalent. It contains polar covalent bond. Water contains polar covalent bond. Hydrogen chloride contains polar covalent bond. Non-polar like hydrogen, chlorine, they are non-polar molecules. You remember they have non-polar covalent bond. To remember hydrogen and chlorine. Now next class, in the next video you will find its example. That's all for today. Thank you.